improve it for customers, for employees, and for other individuals. And this holds true across multiple disciplines, not just accountancy. And during that entire time, during this entire semester, I spent a lot of my time thinking about what did I want to communicate to these professionals. And after reflecting upon what I actually did say, I realized that a lot of the values that I was communicating were actually directly related to the importance of the Honors College. Personally, I think that one's economic value is a function of two things. First, of knowledge specialization, and number two, of a diverse knowledge base that expands one's capacity to apply information in a variety of situations. And as far as the former of the two, that's really handled within each of our own disciplinary schools, where we get a real deep focus into our specific major. But as far as the latter of the two goes, I really think that that's where the Barrett Honors College comes in, because we've had such an opportunity to explore other disciplines and other ways of thinking. And furthermore, we've been able to learn from professors who have specialized knowledge that's both within our major and outside of our primary academic studies. Perfect example from my point of view has been this past semester. I took a course that had its foundations in philosophy and in biology. And me being the accountant, I had never taken a course in either of those. So not only was I at a slight disadvantage from the get-go, but I didn't really think that the two really worked in concert. And it was really after taking this course that it really demonstrated that broader interests such as philosophy and biology actually could be related. And because of this, I really think that I have a greater appreciation for other disciplinary points of view. And overall, I think that my entire economic value has been enhanced by the Honors College. Obviously, firms that are looking, for instance, at a specialization in accounting want somebody specialized in accounting. But at that same token, the opportunity to explore other disciplines and other points of view, to me, I believe has increased my value immeasurably. And I think that really comes from two main points. First of all, you have the fact that you now at least have something that you can take and you can apply to real-world situations. You can go in and maybe you can't find an answer just based on what you've learned in your own major, but maybe applying something that you've learned out of the Honors College, maybe you can come up with that solution. And number two, it goes back to what I said from the very beginning. There is a lot of competition in this world, both in the actual world, in the workforce, and also just in the recruiting process. And take one job position for accounting, for example. You might have hundreds and hundreds of people who are applying for that single position. But how do you choose from that? How do the firms choose from that? Every single one of those individuals who are applying would, in the case of accounting, most likely have a specialization in that field. At least I'd hope. But really, if you can stay back and if you can say, hey, you know, I am not just an accountant. I go beyond accounting. I have taken whatever class it is out of the Honors College, and here's what it did for me. And here's, maybe I know something about philosophy and biology now. Just that alone can set you apart, and that diversifies you from the hundreds of people who are applying for one position. And that alone can set you apart. So, as a graduating senior, I just really want to express my appreciation to the Honors College, which has provided that exposure to different studies and also different modes of thinking. And because of it, I see each and every one of us tonight as having that specialized knowledge while still at the same token having that diversified basis of thinking. And ultimately, that is the true value, of the Barrett Honors College. So thank you very much for your time, and I wish every one of you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephen. We're going to begin our ceremony in a second. I just want to mention that each of you will receive a flash drive as you finish on the stage, and the flash drive has on it the entire university's commencement program for you to enjoy at whatever leisure point you have. It's an effort by ASU to be more sustainable, and it's an effort university-wide, starting with this convocation and this week of convocations, and it will save, by the end of this week and all the convocations in it, 4 million pages of paper. So thank you for doing that. I also think, yeah. I wish I could say it was an idea of the Honors College, but it was an idea of the whole university. And in a certain way, closing the loop, although I see Will over there, I thought it was Keith who's doing this. Okay. It was going to close the loop because most of you were first seen when you applied as seniors by Keith.